that new whip. Hey, who got a do drip?
And we're live.
Welcome to BETT Records, where we talk about hot topics, ideas, and all the shit you really want to hear.
What'd you post?
I listened to the second half of it. He's like, 24K Golden's like, oh, bro, you know, somewhere I really want to go is like Tokyo, bro. And he's like, yeah, it looks like so much fun. And 24K Golden's like,
Wait, so what happened to him in Tokyo though?
no, yeah. So
Well,
that's
it's
what I'm getting to.
Japan.
So in the interview, he's like, yeah, it'd be so much fun to go there. You guys ever been to Tokyo? And they just kind of look at each other. And he's like, oh yeah, that's right, fuck, because obviously Logan Paul's been to Tokyo.
Why? I don't.
Oh yeah, I
The
saw
Suicide
that.
Forest.
Mine just
Huh?
shot.
He says,
Suicide Forest.
He says, bro, Japan is cool. You ever been there? Then Logan Paul just looks at him dead face, and the guy next to him has his face on the table. He's like, oh, yeah, I remember. I
don't get
remember. Because he went to the Suicide
he went
Forest
to
and
the
recorded
Suicide Forest.
dead bodies in the forest and put it on YouTube.
Oh,
For
Jesus
kids.
Christ.
That was like 3 years ago.
Jesus Christ, bro.
He got so much trouble.
Yeah, I
for
got
that.
a lot of trouble for that.
Just
And
a
then
bunch
he-
of random dead bodies or
Well,
something? Or
no,
what?
it's
He
literally
like
a
got a
Suicide Forest.
close up of it too.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Like he was like, look at his hands, they're purple. Oh my god, this must be recent. And then he went on like an anti-suicide rant, and I'm just like, yeah, and you're like using a suicide body to promote your content.
Oh, my God, bro.
Well, yeah.
It was bad.
Is it
was
just like a
bad.
big grave of like dead bodies or what?
So
it's
it's
like-
off the trail.
It's a
like,
forest. It's a forest.
So like it's such a,
A
deep
forest of dead bodies?
A forest of dead bodies and ropes. Does that help you out? That's why it's
Yeah.
called the Suicide Forest.
It looks-
Jesus
it's pretty
Christ.
bad.
Joshua.
It's pretty
Is
bad.
Yeah.
it just body? They don't clean it up?
I really don't know.
Because
much
a
about
lot of them
myself.
can't be found because the forest is so big and it's like say if you want deep,
How deep?
deeper than Q-tips any.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Wow.
That's pretty deep.
Yeah, dude.
That's pretty deep.
It's now the most popular
Well, yeah,
suicide place in the world.
Suicide is a really big problem in Japan. Like, if I remember correctly, they
Yeah.
paint like their train stations like the color blue because the color blue is supposed to make you feel less suicidal.
Jesus
Because people
Christ.
jump off the trains a
Yeah,
lot.
blue's
They used to,
a
at least.
calming color.
Yeah, exactly.
Jesus
I know
Christ.
it's pretty crazy.
Q-tip, how's the old shave going, buddy?
It's going pretty good. Yeah, it was time. The beard was my mustache was getting in my mouth, so like that was getting really annoying.
Gonzaga's going to the Final Four.
Who is?
Gonzaga.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Wait.
That's-
So what is it supposed to be? I heard it's supposed to be State versus Mankato, right?
No, he's talking about basketball.
Oh, I thought we were talking about the Frozen Four. My bad.
I don't even know what either thing you're talking
Well,
about right now.
we're in the Frozen Four now, right?
Yep, for the second
Yeah,
time
and we're
ever.
gonna play Mankato, right? That's what I
Yeah,
heard?
and we're
Okay.
gonna wipe the floor with those.
With who? Mankato? Yeah. Didn't they beat us a couple years ago?
No,
Oh no, that was the Bulldogs.
Yeah.
no,
There was a chance that it could
no
have
in
been
the
like
tournament.
Yeah.
No, that was AIC.
It's only 2 Minnesota teams now, right?
3.
Or 3? Yeah, there was a
Yeah.
chance it could have been all.
It could have
four,
been
though,
all
yeah.
four
That
Minnesota
would've been
teams.
crazy,
State of
dude.
hockey, baby.
Yeah,
would've been nuts.
but who was it? But
It's got to drain.
Oh, okay.
It's got to drain out.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. What? So it's
Bemidji would have been the other one.
oh, so
Bemidji, yep.
it's the Bulldogs. It's the
Huskies, the
Huskies,
Mavericks,
the Mavericks,
and the Minutemen.
Nice.
who are the Minutemen
UMass,
from? UMass. Yeah,
Yes.
UMass Amherst.
they're. Sorry, Justin. They're kind of gonna get smashed.
I don't care. I'm not a UMass fan.
Okay.
Yeah, he's only about that
Q-tip,
Boston life.
Are you a UMass fan?
No, fuck no.
All right, cool. But let's talk about them Wild though. Holy
I have not been paying attention to NHL.
crap,
I know
bro.
it's doing really good.
The
yeah, that's
Wild
fine.
are the number one team in the league right now.
That's nuts. Oh yeah.
The number
Good for
one
them.
team, bro.
Good for them and all of hockey.
They've been scoring the most points. They've been
dude.
letting in the least amount of goals. I mean, dude, they're lighting
That's
it
usually
up.
how you win, huh? You score goals and try not to have any scored on you.
Dude,
No, they're not.
the Wild are lighting it up. At least a
They're
couple days
number-
ago.
They're number 12 in the league.
Yeah, bro. But for points scored,
Oh, you're talking about that. I thought you meant standings. They're not. They're third place in their division.
ooh, yeah, that's
That's
not
not
what you
bad.
got to look at though, bro.
But you said best.
do you know they
number one
have? Do
team
you
in
know
the
they have
league.
one of the best chances to win the Stanley Cup this year?
Yeah.
Out of any of the teams, even though they're ranked third. You know, usually, at least in
Minnesota
most sports, the teams that end up winning are usually ones that play all rounds of the playoffs.
Are we live right now?
What do you think?
No, because I didn't hear that. I got that new whip. Where was that?
Oh, so we're trying this new thing.
We're
where
trying it.
We just kind of go.
So far, I actually
it works
think
out really well.
I think that was a lit conversation. Not gonna lie.
So confusing.
Yeah, because I didn't think we were live.
Well, no, we didn't explain to him that we were gonna do that.
I know.
That's kind of my problem.
It's kind of
So
fun.
honestly,
doing
I
it
figured
this
we
way.
cut everything until the dishwasher. Let's just restart it.
No,
I'll start something else.
no, we're leaving all that. I think it's fucking hilarious,
yeah,
dude.
we just gotta get the hang of it, really.
I think it's fucking hilarious because nobody knows what's going on. We're just bullshitting, and then we get the one person who doesn't know what's going on, and they're like, they're just normally bullshitting. While everyone,
Well, it's like the pre-show. Pre-show is pretty normal.
like all the rest of us are like leaning into the mics, and he's like, "Wait a minute, why is everybody leaning into the mic?"
I don't know. I'm just gonna look at him and see what he said.
I got that new whip.
Dude, okay,
New
but
drip.
fuck your
And
dishwasher.
alive.
Fuck your dishwasher. Fuck my kitchen. I literally burnt mac and cheese before I came here. Like
How?
hold on.
Did you end up eating the burnt mac
So
and cheese?
hold on. So my fire alarm went off.
Oh,
Oh wow.
is
damn.
that why you were late?
So wait, did you
Yeah.
forget about it
Oh.
or what?
No,
It
so I
wasn't
didn't
just
even-
like for the
Bro,
normal
I didn't even
reasons?
have the noodles in the fucking pot, and my thing went off.
How does that happen? How do you burn?
He
what-
probably forgot to put the water in, bro.
Did you
He's
put
just-
the noodles in without the water?
No, I think stuff from underneath like the fucking heating thing burned.
Like stuff that fell into your.
You're
thing,
supposed
okay.
to clean that
Yeah,
out,
you're
bro.
supposed to clean
If
that
you
out.
don't, if you don't have a flat top, you're supposed to clean that out.
Yeah, I didn't. I just used it.
Shit. Well, as long as you're in the house.
How'd your fire? So did the fire department have to be called?
No. I just took a towel and did the old sweep method. You know what I mean? Just sweep the
Sweep
air away
method.
and open the window method. You know what I mean? And the screen door and turn all the fans on method. That's what I did.
Oh.
Yeah, can you remember? Can you remember clean your
Just its
stovetop?
face. He's like, oh Jesus.
Did you get the Roomba that inhales all the smoke?
Bro.
Is that a feature?
No, it does not.
Did you get the little cat toy yet?
No, I
Yeah,
gotta get
yeah,
that.
yeah,
I'm gonna get
bro.
that, and I have something else I'm gonna get from Amazon too. But
Oh,
that's
really?
for a different day for sure. Definitely a secret. I told Quinn on the way here. It's a
I have
secret.
something I was thinking about getting too. It's
Yeah.
only $8, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
And this
I haven't
one is a
decided
little
yet.
bit more than that. But it's
I
fine.
got some of these shoes. I just bought some new shoes.
What'd you buy? Some J's or what?
No, they're Skechers.
Air Force Ones?
They're Skechers shoes.
Some Heelys.
Some what are those things called? What are those things called? The
Air Monarchs.
Air Monarchs,
Monarchs,
bro.
right.
I knew it was Air
Monarchs.
something,
No,
bro.
Air Monarchs.
His other ones are still in good shape, right, Q?
I mean, they're in okay shape.
Yeah, these other ones are still fine.
You know, I puked in them like 4 years ago, then I cleaned
Oh,
them out.
Oh, that's right.
Gross.
I remember we talked
The
about
night
that.
after fight top horrible.
Crody.
Oh my God.
The night
clean 'em out,
after.
though. I clean 'em out.
What the fuck do you do the night
Oh,
after,
well,
bro?
like the
night of.
like the night of after everything.
Oh, I was gonna say, dude. Usually formals are pretty fucking wild.
Are
in there.
you talking about the formal that Trenton got kicked out of?
No, I was the only one that didn't get
Yeah,
kicked
he's the only one
out.
that didn't get kicked out.
Everyone else
Well,
except for me
no,
got kicked
no
out.
Didn't Brad get kicked out?
Yes.
Yeah.
Everyone but
Brad
me and
got kicked
Noah.
out.
Me
Cole
and Noah
got
were the
kicked
only ones
out.
that didn't.
Adam got kicked out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember Brad got kicked out and his date left him?
Yeah.
She was like, okay,
Yep.
see ya.
Oh wait, yeah.
Poor
She just
Adam.
had people pick her up.
Yeah, bro. It was hilarious. He's
Oh
just
my
like,
God.
oh, I'm sorry.
Peace.
Get home safe.
That was,
Like, damn, bro.
that was tough, bro.
Yeah. They were just really cracking down on the underage drinking. That's why I brought a flask. And Matey, like, he put, like, a bottle of Svedka for us behind a dumpster.
The
Oh,
Bacardi,
yeah,
the
dude.
Bacardi.
I
Bro,
took a
it had
couple
the,
drinks
it had
of that.
the bartender tap on it, too. I don't even know
Yeah,
how he got
I don't know
that.
how he got that.
No.
I think he took it.
Didn't
No, Jabs had extra of those.
No, bro.
Oh, is that
no,
what it was?
No,
That's probably what it
no.
was, yeah.
No,
You think it was just there. It was
I
definitely
heard,
not just there,
I
bro.
heard. I definitely heard that it was found.
It's not just
We
there.
almost
There's no way
finished that
someone
whole
just leaves
bottle,
a
and we
bottle
definitely found
I'm
that in
pretty
the
sure
in
alley.
the sleeve of a dumpster. No,
No,
way.
I'm pretty sure somebody brought it.
Someone had to.
I'm
put it there.
pretty sure
On the night of
someone
our
told me it
formal,
found
what
it.
look is that?
What are
bro?
the chances?
Someone
bro?
told me
No,
they found
somebody
it.
definitely brought it. It was definitely there for the finders of keepers, and we just happened to be the finders who keeped
I
it.
wonder what happened to that bottle. It must have gotten finished. I'm sure.
Oh yeah, we definitely finished that shit. We definitely
Yeah.
keyed that bitch.
I remember at one point, like, I was sobering up, and, like, Dio was like, all right, no. And then he brought me out. I didn't even know it was the thing. And it was like, he pulled it out
Yeah.
of the sleeve. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Because we weren't 21, so we weren't gonna get
Yeah.
fucking kicked out like Brad and everyone else. That's
Yeah,
why.
dude.
The funny thing was, I think
God.
Adam was 21.
I don't don't think I was 21 at that point either, was I?
No, I don't think you were. Yeah.
I don't think I was either.
No,
So
that
yeah,
wasn't till
I was in
after.
the same
You
boat.
were about to turn 21.
No, I
think.
wasn't
May,
21
right?
because
Yeah.
Matey had a drink, and what me and Matey's plan was he would leave it on the table, and then he would go and do something, and I would like sneak it when nobody was looking, and the fucking waitress or bartender or whatever
Staring.
the fuck, yeah, dude, she eyed me down as
yeah,
I was
bro.
sipping. I would looked up and we made eye contact, and then I put it back down as I just like I took a drink and I put it back down, and she walks over to me and she's like, "How old are you?" I'm like, 20. And then she's like, "Yeah, you can't be." So then me being the, the flirt I am, I flirted with her for like 5 minutes. I convinced her not to kick me out like Brad. She kicked out Brad like 2 minutes before this. I convinced her not to kick me out and that I'd be good. And then I just kept doing it when she wasn't looking.
Oh my god.
dude, but holy shit.
I think I
bro.
only drank outside during that shit,
I went outside a bunch of
Bro,
times.
that's probably the reason why COVID started, bro. Is because of our fucking dumpster bottle, dude.
Hey, that was a long
Dumpster
time
bottle.
ago.
Probably
Right?
because of our fucking dumpster bottle. But
That's why I brought my flask with me.
yeah, I was gonna bring mine, but I didn't even want to risk it. That was the whole deal. I was like, nah, fuck
Yeah, I
it.
remember. I
dude.
think you had
Fuck
a
it.
flask at the house, didn't you?
If you don't
I
go
don't
too
remember.
far in
I had one at
life,
one point, but
if you don't go too far in life, then you won't go far in life.
Damn.
There
You
you
gotta
go.
take
Words
risks.
to live by.
there you go. Good words to live
Speaking
by.
of which, we got some cool stuff coming up in this later. Well, I don't know. This is kind of like a random thing, I guess, but we got some cool stuff that's going to be popping out on our Instagram here the next
buddy.
couple weeks. So I definitely click a follow because we got some cool stuff. We're working on the video of the wing eating contest. Speaking of which, Q-Tip, how is your mouth, buddy?
How was that?
I feel fine now.
Ooh,
Dude,
it
it
came
was-
out pretty bad the next morning.
Honestly, I didn't even have that bad the next morning.
Me
But
neither.
Pretty rough
dude,
for
that
me,
whole
man.
night after you guys left, it was like 30 minutes and my mouth was still on fire.
It was bad for like another 20 minutes after we left. Yeah.
Dude, surprisingly, I had to do the questions the whole time, and I made it through the whole time.
Yeah,
there
I'm
was a couple
surprised.
that I was, as soon as we left, I
the
was fine, man.
blazing wasn't even as cracked up as I thought it would be.
I thought it was pretty bad still.
It was bad, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. That third one in, I think was the worst.
Definitely was not nearly as bad as actually eating a Carolina Reaper for sure. I'll
Well,
tell you that.
yeah, it's just a little powder sprinkled in with
Yeah.
it.
Did you
know?
use boneless or bone-in wings?
It was a
That-
BOGO
that's the way-
boneless,
Yeah,
baby.
Bogo boneless.
Boneless.
That's how we did that.
Yep.
Who does a wing eating contest with boneless?
Bro.
We do.
Listen, man,
Name
that's what we had,
one
right?
restaurant that has the wing challenge.
Here's the reason
boneless.
why. Here's the reason why. You're sitting right next to him, Justin.
You're not even
Cue
getting
That's
money.
not true at all. It was about the money.
Mr.
Right? It was talking
Mr.
about me.
Mr.
I
$5
can eat
bucket
a
of
regular
wings
wing.
at Cowboy Jack's. Yeah,
Yeah,
dude,
good
we haven't been there
point.
for so long.
Bro,
I forget what the
bro,
name
he
is.
gets the $5 bucket with like what 20 wings or something like that.
He eats about 50 cents worth of the meat on the bones
Oh,
and then
my
puts
God.
it back in the
Hey,
bucket.
that was a long time ago. That was like 4 years
Oh,
ago.
you still don't do that?
No, I don't.
So if we
actually.
went to B-Dubs, you'd eat all the way down
Dude.
to the bone?
I would,
Dude,
I would.
it's
would.
today's boneless bone-in or
Bone
buy
in.
one get one bone-in.
Oh, is that what Tuesdays is? That's what
Yeah.
Tuesdays is.
A wing
Damn.
challenge part 2, Q-Tip?
Might next
I don't know
Tuesday,
about
huh?
wing challenge part 2. How about I'll do my personal wing challenge right here. I can
Yeah.
just show you how I eat wings.
For the viewers, just so
I
you know,
think-
Q-Tip eats his bone-in wings just how Eric Cartman eats
we're-
his
if we're gonna
Kentucky
do it-
Fried Chicken, just the skin, just leaves the meat on it.
if we're gonna do another hot wing challenge, we're gonna have to wait a little while. My asshole needs to heal.
Oh,
my
my
gosh.
fucking god.
Mine honestly was not that bad.
Oh
It was
my.
pretty rough for me, dude. I don't know. I had to work the next day too, so I had to do it at work. It was
God,
pretty rough,
bro.
bro.
Hey,
Have you done the
I
blazing
wouldn't go
ones,
in there.
Justin, or no?
Have I eaten a blazing
Yeah.
fork? Yeah. So, funny story. When I was 12 years old,
You had the what? Okay, continue.
so
I was 12 years old.
my dad was the coach of my hockey team, and we had just won the semifinals in the Enfield Spring Tournament to go to the finals. So to celebrate, me and my dad went out to Buffalo Wild Wings. And back in the day, me and my dad used to be able to eat 50 wings, no problem. We would get 50 hot buffalo, eat them all.
Damn.
And so we ordered 50 hot buffalo, and they brought us blazing instead, and
What?
50 of them, and we ate them all.
How the fuck did they make that kind of a
Damn.
mistake?
And
Who ordered 50 blazing?
Yeah.
I know. That I was just like, how do you screw that up?
Yeah.
It's like one
Like,
extreme to the next.
They
If
didn't,
you're- if
they
you're
didn't
the
like come
waitress-
back and be like, "Are
you
you
sure?
you want 50 of these?"
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
that's a
or
lot of
how about the
labor.
guys in the kitchen, bro? They gotta be crying while they're making them, bro. 50 bowls,
But,
bowls
so-
or bone and blazing.
We ate them all, and so we showed up to the championship game the next morning, and we were in the locker room. Our coach gave our speech, and we were about to go out, and he's like, "All right, guys, Zamboni's off. Let's get ready to go on the ice." I stood up, and my stomach rumbled, and like I tapped my coach. I'm like, "Coach, I'm gonna be missing warm-ups."
Wasn't your dad the
Ran to
coach?
he was the assistant coach. I said it to my head coach,
yeah.
and he's just like, "Why?" And I'm like, "Can't talk." And then my coach goes to my dad, and he's like, "Is he okay?" My dad's like, "Yeah, we had a little incident at Buffalo Wild Wings last night, and the aftermath is coming for him right now. Mine happened this morning,
The aftershock.
Oh
but
my
but
God.
we won the championship.
Hey, maybe that's a good luck thing, huh?
Jesus, I hope
Yeah.
not.
It might
Wait,
be.
so you didn't play in the championship?
No, I just missed warm-ups.
Just the
Oh,
warm up.
okay. I was gonna say, I was like,
Just
well,
the
maybe that's
stretches.
why you won
Oh my god.
because he didn't play.
because he didn't play.
Jesus Christ.
And
Come on.
He's speechless.
let me tell you, for hot wings, it hurts even worse when it exits the body than entering the body.
Oh yeah, especially if you eat that many. Like the one wasn't even that bad for me.
Like, you guys have seen Man vs. Food, right?
oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And you've
absolutely.
seen all, there was one challenge in particular, Adam Richmond, it was like a mystery challenge, so he didn't know what the challenge was to prepare for it, because usually when he has a hot food challenge,
Yeah,
they
he
tell him,
prepares.
and he's like, he can prepare himself.
Okay.
And the surprise was, it was at some stoner restaurant in Florida. The name of the restaurant was like something 420, and
Huh.
they brought him. They opened it up and they said, "These are fire in your whole wings,
Oh my god.
made with the ghost chili." He took one bite, ate one wing, and he's like, "I can't do this.
Oh my
It's
god.
way too much."
Well, yeah, he's not prepared at all.
Because not only is it spicy on your mouth, your lips start to burn, and your fingers start to burn. So I'm honestly, you guys may have dodged an even bigger bullet just getting boneless, because when you're eating them with your hands, putting it up to your mouth, it is burning your lips,
Oh,
your
yeah,
face,
all
and
the
your
sauce.
hands at the same time.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
why they don't give you napkins during the hot, spicy challenges.
Damn.
It's so uncomfortable.
And I did know that too, that they don't give you fucking napkins, and they'll only give you like one glass of water, if water.
Yeah.
even.
Nope, they don't give you any water.
Really.
And
Depends
honest-
which one, I'm sure.
and that's
but, yeah.
actually a good thing, because water just makes it worse.
Yeah, you want milk, if anything.
In anything, like if they say we'll give you water, don't drink the water. I was
because it
eating,
carries the spice down your throat. Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
I was eating some spicy food the other day, and like I was doing just fine, and I was like, yeah, I'll take a drink of water, and it just made it worse. Just made it worse.
Oh yeah, because
I
it
was
carries
better.
all the spice down to your everything.
Yeah, so if you're ever eating spicy food, it's milk, bread, and ice cream,
Yep.
because the bread will soak it up like a sponge.
Weird.
Yeah. Another pro tip out there is don't spill your milk glass right before the challenge.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. How's your computer? It looks like it's working fine.
Well, she's.
I think you need
there's,
to.
would
you
I
like
think
to
you need
explain
to.
that one,
Yeah,
Trent?
I think you need to explain
So,
this story.
You know what we should do one time? There's this pepper extract. It's called Plutonium Mad Dog 357.
Yeah,
It's
I'm out on that.
Absolutely not.
9 million Scoville units. You can buy it online for like $80.
$80 to
You,
die?
Yeah, to die.
A tiny bit results. It'll
Fuck
last
that.
you a while. Like, let's say you have a
don't want it to
giant.
last me a while.
If you put a giant, take a whole pot of chili and you just put a tiny bit in it, and chili's gonna be hurting.
Jesus Christ. Trenton, Justin, you don't even know about this.
Nah.
about
This
what?
Listen to this
laptop.
story.
This laptop should not be sitting here right now.
No, it
So-
should not.
So right after we were done yesterday, we were. So again, you're gonna have to check. Definitely follow our YouTube and wait for this video because it's gonna be funny. But we were taking the cameras down after we recorded the challenge and shit. Or,
It wasn't
oh,
even-
sorry,
it was
no,
before
yeah,
the
yeah,
camera.
sorry,
Right
sorry.
before.
We were setting up the cameras. That's what it was. And Cole, somehow Cole spilled a whole glass of milk, like an actual glass, on the table. which this countertop is just gonna shatter the glass, so it's shattered.
It's a glass countertop.
Yeah.
The glass, like the glass.
Like an actual
broke.
glass.
Glass shattered.
correct,
Glass
yeah.
broke, yep.
The glass broke too. The
Yeah.
table's fine, but
Yeah.
glass on glass, no bueno.
Yeah.
Hey, it
Milk.
just fell like this.
So it
He,
knocked off
he
the
knocked
coaster.
it over.
Yep.
Crash.
Yeah, I
All
didn't even
milk
see
goes
it.
down
But yeah.
wind towards
Like,
Trent's
I
laptop.
feel like that wouldn't shatter a glass.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Oh,
not.
I absolutely
Yep.
would.
Yeah. But anyways, shattered all the glass. Went to this side of the table. My computer was on and plugged in, and then it was not on, and it was dripping
Yep.
out of the
goes
heater.
all
yeah.
over the side onto the power strip that's under the table.
Yep.
Onto the power. So there's milk all over this power strip.
It's still
that's
pretty sticky, I'm not gonna lie,
That's
but-
plugging in everything that we have here.
We might
Milk's
just
not
burn up
sticky.
in a fire, bro.
I know, bro. So we're like, oh, so somebody's like, move the fucking power strip, and we're all like freaking out and shit. Dude, his computer didn't turn
That was not
on for
fun.
the rest of the night.
No, it didn't turn on until Sunday afternoon. I put it in rice right when I got home. I
Yeah,
just
that
put
was
it
like,
in the
what,
bottom
4
part.
days?
Yeah, about 3 days. I just left it. I was like,
Well,
okay,
if
I'm
it-
not gonna turn it on because if it's wet on the inside, I already tried turning it on, but I wasn't gonna try it again.
Well,
so.
if it makes you feel better, this laptop I have here, yeah, I replaced it back in October because I spilled Fireball on my, on my old laptop.
Damn.
Man, that
And my
must've
old
been sticky.
my old
It
my
just
old
sounds
laptop,
smelly, bro.
it's
It
still
sounds
turned
gross.
on, but the mouse pad wasn't working, and I
Yeah,
brought
fuck.
it into a tech place over by Blue Line.
Yeah.
And they said the stupidest thing to me when I went to go pick it up the next day. They said, so, like, we can repair this, but it's going to require way too much work.
What?
And
way too
in
much
my,
work?
In my head, I was like, that's what I'm paying you to do.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I'm paying you to do this too much work.
So I was like, you know what? I got this.
I don't want to do the work,
Yeah.
so I'm paying you to do it.
I was so I was just like, you know, I've had the laptop for 4 years. It's an older model. Just get a new one.
4 years, bro. I still have my laptop I got in like fucking high school.
Yeah. But it kind of was. It was kind of like an older model, so it wasn't really updated or anything.
Yeah,
and
none of your stuff.
I never
none of
really.
your stuff worked on
I
it.
never really like wiped the screen down, so it like had like a permanent like. I don't know how to
Cum
describe it.
stain?
Like,
Mark or what?
like you know,
that eye roll.
you know
I felt
how
that
like
eye roll
eventually
on the
your
back of my
screen will
head.
just get like fingerprints or something.
Yeah.
Like
Like scratches or saying?
no, not scratches. I still have my laptop. I can show you it,
Yeah.
but
Well, pull it out. Let's see it.
I don't have it.
Oh,
I'll show you what I mean, but like,
Oh.
it like looks like just a little smudge, but you can't wipe it out.
Oh,
It's
weird. Yeah, okay.
I don't know
Oh,
what it's
feel.
called, but yeah. So, but this laptop's been working just fine for me. Like,
Yeah, fuck.
it was definitely an upgrade,
yeah.
much needed be. But when I bought my old one, it didn't have the deal. When I got this one back when I got it at the Mall of America when I first came to Minnesota for my first
Oh, damn.
for orientation
Yep.
week, it was buy a Mac get a free pair of Beats.
Yeah, they didn't have
That's a
that.
nice deal.
No, they didn't. 'Cause that was
That's not where you got the beats you have on right now.
Yeah.
no,
that's how we got those
no,
old
some
Beats.
fucking some little dirtbag stole them from me.
Josh.
Oh, fell.
No.
Oh,
don't
you
know.
looked right at Josh when you said that. So
Fuck.
No, I know who it is.
yeah, it looks like you
damn.
found him out of like a
He's
junkyard.
hiding in-
I
he's
imagine a
hiding in
dog.
Texas now.
I imagine a dog with a chain, like a
Guarding
Rottweiler or
it,
something,
yeah.
Rottweiler or something. Yeah, in
Like
a
the spike
junkyard.
necklace, yeah, the spike
Yeah.
collar.
I imagine that pair of Beats headphones like in his grasp, in his jaw. You know what I mean, like the
Jesus
top of
Christ.
it. Yeah.
They
I
wouldn't
can
give me
definitely picture
medals
that.
pro. They just gave me solos.
Really?
God damn.
That's
Yeah,
fucking
speaking
lame.
speaking of tech horrors, I also broke my phone screen this weekend at the bar too. I don't even know how
Let
it
me see.
happened.
Yeah, dude.
It's completely fine. I replaced it on Saturday.
Okay, I
Yeah,
was
so
gonna
it's a
say.
brand new screen now. It was not working at all. Like half the screen you couldn't even see it, and it
I've
was like
had-
having a seizure. It only cost me $250 to
There
fix
was-
it, but it was a bitch.
There was one night last
250?
year where
yeah.
oh
That's
easily
still a ton.
there was
I
a
know.
time last year that like I woke up my phone was cracked. I'm like I do not remember ever
No,
dropping this.
I didn't drop it. I know
and
that.
like
did
I
not
would
drop it.
remember dropping my phone too.
Yeah.
So why have you never made a transition to iPhone? You just used to that?
Well, no, Android. I like Android. I think it's way better.
Are you
I think
just
it's
used
way
to
easier.
it?
Well, yeah, that's part of it, and also it is cheaper. Like my phone was only $600, $10 a month. Like that was a great deal.
This is the part where we
It's not
rip
bad.
on Q-Tip for being an Android nerd.
Hey,
Yeah,
my
dude.
phone is cheap and it works perfectly fine.
Yeah, it's got a funny background too.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
How long have you had that background? It's the who? What's his name even?
So he's like just like a random character from
On SpongeBob,
Yeah,
yeah.
he's the guy who like It's like when SpongeBob comes back to work and like you see him outside the Krusty Krab and says, "Hey, SpongeBob." I don't know why. He's this cool looking dude. You know
I think his name's Carl.
I don't know what his
At
name
least
is.
one, because you see, in SpongeBob they only have like 12 fish
Yeah.
that walk around and like they're everywhere. Like
Yeah.
The,
all
like, shark-
All the citizens. Yeah.
there was, I think the shark-looking one's name was Nat, but they're everywhere at the same
Shark looking
time.
one. Dude, I
The one who, like-
I haven't seen SpongeBob in at least 2 years.
It's been a while.
I
but I remember
binged
the
it.
show pretty
Yeah.
well. Yeah.
I binged it a couple months ago.
On
Oh,
what?
I really just ran
On what?
On watchcartoonsonline.com.
Nice.
Can you
Shout
repeat
out,
that one
no
more time?
sponsor.
Yeah, what I was gonna say, wait,
Watch
let me put that in
cartoons-
real quick.
watch cartoons. online.
Let's put in that for the FBI. Let them know you're pirating SpongeBob.
Dana White's gonna be coming after me
Nah, bro.
But-
Dana White's gonna lose $1 million in a month. But anyways.
easily. But speaking of,
Yeah, he's definitely losing $1 million. Anyways.
but speaking of Dana White in the UFC, this past Saturday, UFC 260 resulted in a new heavyweight champion.
Yeah.
Francis Ngannou knocks out champion Stipe Miocic in the second round to become the baddest man on the planet. And baddest man on the planet is an understatement when it comes to Francis Ngannou. He is a scary man. The amount of power that guy possesses is just inhumane. They
Where do they have the venue at? Is it everything just in Florida now or what?
Nope, they had it at the Apex in Las Vegas,
Ah,
and there
that's-
were.
that's just
Here's
fine.
the. I need to tell you guys this. So I was watching it, and going into the co-main event, they had like celebrities there, just a tiny crowd,
Oh yeah.
and they were like, "All right, the stars are out tonight. Let's see who it is." And they go to here in the audience is quarterback of the Cincinnati Bengals, Joe Burrow, and
Oh my
like Burrow's
God.
like, "What's up?" And then they're going, and now we're gonna go over to the new Vikings cornerback, Patrick Peterson, and then it goes to commercial. They don't even show him.
Oh my God.
I was
Damn.
watching it and I'm
That's
like,
fucked up.
I don't know if it was a technical difficulty, but like they said Minnesota Vikings, Patrick Peterson, they just cut
Damn.
to commercial.
They
I'm
did him
like,
dirty, bro.
wait till
They
I
did
tell,
him dirty.
wait till I tell this on the podcast.
Oh my god.
It was kind of like at UFC 246 when they showed Myles Garrett. They acknowledged him, and Baker Mayfield was sitting right next to him. They said Myles Garrett is here, and then they showed Baker Mayfield, but they didn't even acknowledge him.
Oh my God.
You think they do that on purpose for like publicity?
Probably
or
just
something?
fun to get shit.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm sure
But,
it's just for fun.
but yeah, to answer your question, the next UFC pay-per-view, Usman versus Masvidal, will be in Jacksonville, Florida,
Back
with
in
a
Florida, huh?
with a full crowd, no limits, no anything.
Wow.
Damn, that's crazy. Yeah.
Has Florida even lifted their COVID shit
Nope.
yet?
No,
I was
they
gonna
haven't.
Say, COVID
I mean,
hasn't
They
lifted.
don't give a fuck.
Have
in
they
Florida.
lifted any of the restrictions they put on Miami a few weeks ago?
So I heard that 10 p.m. or 8 p.m.
Oh,
it was
now
8
it's
p.m.
10 p.m.?
rule.
It
I thought
was 8 p.m., right?
yeah.
Is it 10 p.m. now?
No, I haven't heard any updates since that. I know it was it was supposed to be fixed or stopped after that one weekend.
Oh, yep. Okay.
There's still an uproar in cases obviously from that, but
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it takes like 2 or 3 weeks to even figure out
And-
what happens. Yeah.
So I remember I talked to you guys about going to that. The second, an hour after the tickets came out, they sold out.
Oh yeah,
Damn.
I'm sure.
I'm telling you, like I wanted to
Yeah.
go, it would just be too much money, and the reason I
Yeah.
wanted to go is because I'm really craving a live sporting event.
Oh yeah,
yeah, for sure.
everybody.
oh
is.
yeah,
Everybody is.
That's why it sold out so fast, probably. Dude.
100%.
I think you were telling me earlier the Twins are having crowds.
Dude, Twins are having crowds. They're obnoxiously expensive.
We got
It's-
25% yet for
it's
Minnesota
like-
sports,
no,
or what do we
bro.
got?
It's like $100 for fucking nosebleeds,
That's not what I saw.
dude. It's obnoxious prices, bro.
That's not what I saw.
How
on
many
the
people are
MLB
they
app.
letting in?
Not very many.
So for the soccer team, they haven't announced a percentage either. So that's why I'm sure
yeah, so
they haven't
Minnesota
announced
United?
anything. Correct? Yeah, Minnesota United team. They basically said I think it's end of April is their first game on that schedule. And it's gonna be a home game no matter what.
dude, they're gonna
but
be so
basically,
expensive, bro.
I got it.
Yeah.
I already got a
And
ticket.
your
I have a ticket for every game this season.
your
Don't
team,
worry
your team
about
has
it.
your team
Don't
or
worry
your
about
family
it.
has a season pass, right? Or whatever,
Correct.
right?
Yeah.
So
So
how
I
does
got
that
it.
work? Did you get compensated for that at all last year? When
They had to because my dad got compensated for the New England
Yeah,
Patriots
what did they
season
do?
tickets.
So actually, they carried it over to the next year.
Oh, they just give you a
Yep.
pass, basically. Yeah.
Yep.
That's
So
solid.
they didn't increase the price. They didn't lower the price. They just said, "Hey, you already paid it in full. Instead of transferring it back and forth, next season's covered."
and
It's a
since,
good idea. It's a good
since
idea.
we're on the topic of soccer, I know that the FIFA World Cup will be next year in Qatar. Have you heard any updates on like if there's going to be restrictions or anything, or is
Next
nothing
year?
been
I hope
announced?
not.
I was gonna say that's a great question. Yeah, that's a great answer.
Next
You'd
year-
hope not,
Next
but
year, you hope everything's gonna be pretty normal. By
but
then.
it's gonna be interesting to see how. I mean, because us as a as a country, the U.S., we can do our
Yeah.
own thing. But when you mix other countries involved with different sports and
Yeah, that's where it gets a little weird.
space COVID,
It's really
a
weird.
little bit of space COVID.
But
in
yeah,
there.
next year's sports getting back to normal probably won't be a thing because, as you guys have heard, in
Yeah, I don't know.
next year's Olympics in Beijing are being boycotted by multiple countries.
That's a different thing all in its own.
Yeah,
that's
but-
not even related to
Yeah,
COVID.
but
No, but just like normality, that's anything but normal.
world sports though, I think there is a good chance because I think by then, like most of the major countries will be fully vaccinated, and so then they're gonna have all these extra vaccine doses and companies that want to produce more vaccines. So that's just supplying other countries with
Yeah.
our vaccines.
So here is our current today issue with COVID. Since we're on this right now, cases are up right now today from last week by 10%,
Ooh.
which is not good. COVID cases are up by 10%. Biden made a statement, I believe it was last night, asking states to please reinstate mask wearing rules.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
Exactly. So
Yeah, not as easy as you thought, was it, Joe?
nope, but that's the problem. I mean, we have almost a third. We have, I believe, 27 or 28% of people vaccinated with at least one of the two doses. And there's been good stuff from the people that have gotten them. Good results so far with
Except for
luckily,
that,
but-
except for that link you showed me where that really famous boxer died after
Yep.
taking the vaccine.
Yeah, that's the thing. There's some weird cases like that, and you never hear about it.
Yeah.
You never hear about the one person that.
Oh, it was all
whatever.
over. It was all over the combat sports community.
Yeah,
Over,
It was
yeah.
over
I know. I
yeah.
sent it to you. I saw it on. I think it was.
I had
TMZ
heard
or
that the
something,
night
but
before.
That's
His
not going
name
to be
was,
on CNN. That's not going to be on ABC News. You're not going to see that anywhere.
Why? Because it makes Joe Biden look bad.
It depends. Cases like that are also very unique, though. Like, it doesn't really matter to the top, like, actual percent of, like, vaccine cases. There was, like, there's another news article where it's, like, 89 people who got vaccinated. They tested positive for COVID-19 a few days later. But that's out of, like, hundreds of thousands of people. So what is that, 0.001%?
Yeah.
What is that?
89 out of
Yeah, it doesn't even matter as a
100,000, whatever.
statistic,
Yeah. Right. Well, which is fair, but now the people, one of the, I believe it's the CDC, some new lady just was talking this morning actually about how she's honestly scared that there's gonna be a fourth surge with the virus.
Yeah, that's
With
Well,
all
if-
the
we're
Easter
not
stuff
fully
coming.
vaccinated, yeah, with the Easter and also with spring break coming out
Yep.
from a big thing.
Brazil, yesterday, Brazil had 3,668 deaths from COVID.
See, but those are
That's Brazil.
Yeah, that's a different
first of all,
country.
that's a different country. Second
Brazil
of all,
doesn't even know how to work a
But it's a
calculator, bro.
worldwide
Oh my
issue. It's
God.
just not an issue here. Every country has issues.
well, it's
with
an issue. It's just
Oh, it's a worldwide pandemic.
we're
damn
so
sure.
we're such a big country that we have the means to distribute vaccines and stuff so much better than a place like Brazil does, because first of all, their
Technology.
Brazil is
technology-
smaller than us.
but their government.
Their government
sucks.
is not as competent, even though we're not like our government's like not that great, but our government is more together than the government of
Yeah,
Brazil. You know what I mean?
dude. Every
Brazil is kind of a dump.
that's what I'm saying, bro. They got some cool cities, but other than that, bro.
Rio, Sao Paulo, Brasilia. Definitely want to visit them. But
Yeah, but they're just their government's just not there, so they're not taking the same steps as the U.S. and the U.S. is in a
Right.
weird fucking place right now where everybody knows everything for some goddamn reason.
No.
And I just love how
I think the actual problem is no one actually knows anything.
Well, the
No.
media is just obnoxious.
I know what you're saying. Everyone thinks that they know everything, which everyone knows a different thing, which makes us as the audience of every news, every social media,
of course,
everything.
yeah.
We're the ones confused. We're the ones looking for answers. We're the one with conspiracy theories because we really,
Dude,
we really
90%
don't
of
understand
people
what's going
don't-
on anymore.
90% of people don't really give a fuck, too. It's just
Yeah,
a
a lot of
problem.
people just like go their daily lives and don't even like look at.
And
like,
but it's just all
what's
this like
around.
random bullshit.
Yeah,
that's
where's that
going-
statistics? Do you see it on CNN? or
Everywhere,
what?
bro.
I'm just kidding.
No, dude. Nobody. There's a lot of people who don't really give a fuck. Like, obviously, they care about certain things, but all these random bullshit news stories that come out every day, people
Yeah.
don't care. It's just fucking clickbait, dude. It's it just gets so old after a while, seeing all the same fucking stories about the same fucking thing, about this, this one dude who got shot here and he shouldn't have got shot or whatever it is, or this, this dude who got pulled over and he shouldn't have got pulled over, whatever it is. It's the same shit every day, bro. Every single day. They never put a story out about like some firefighter saving a dog from a burning fire. You never gonna
Why would
see
you
that.
put something good out there? Because no one wants to talk about anything good.
It's just
cool.
negative to get
dude.
people mad, go out in the streets and promote their agenda.
Yeah,
like
dude.
saying, "See what you've done, government. See
Yeah,
it."
dude. There's no positivity anymore. It's all just negative Nancy's going out there and spreading their hate.
Well, hey, at least we got Office Depot and Staples. They're offering free lamination, right? For
free
your
lamination
COVID.
cards free lamination for your vaccine card
Yeah,
for
man.
COVID. They're following the
They got Staples
in
and
the
Office
Krispy
Depot.
Kreme step here.
Krispy
You can get a
Kreme.
Krispy Kreme donut,
Yeah.
and then you can go over to Office Depot and get your card laminated.
The
my
closest
fucking
closest
God.
Krispy Kreme to
I
us is
know.
in Omaha.
We looked that up last week. Yeah.
We talked about that on our last one that you missed. But
They're
Krispy Kreme is giving out one free donut for
Yeah, I
anyone
saw
with a
that.
card. Yeah.
See,
Yeah,
I
that's
saw.
dope, dude.
So apparently, St. Cloud used to have a Krispy Kreme donuts like years back.
Yeah.
So did Eden Prairie.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
talked about that last time.
Why'd
too,
they close it?
Because
Because
There's
they're
no
popular.
way that they had no business.
They were-
There's no
it's-
way.
it doesn't
dude,
seem
in
that
Eden
popular.
Prairie, dude, they were popping, bro. I said it on the last podcast, bro. Every birthday that we had in middle school, you bought a box of donuts for the class.
Well, of course. Krispy
every
Kreme donuts
every single birthday. If your parents didn't bring Krispy Kremes for your birthday, you're a fucking loser.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's how it
I don't
was,
know
bro.
what it could be.
You were
I
a
think
fucking
fucking
loser.
no-
I think
Nobody.
possibly the
in
factor
Eden Prairie, bro.
might be
You're a
that
fucking
Quick
loser.
Trip, I think Quick Trip might be able to beat out business for donuts. Like Quick Trip sells a lot of donuts. And like you think of like a lot of other places that are like like coffee and like donuts here. I think of Dunkin' back.
Yeah,
home.
of course.
That's really popular. But like we had the Tim Hortons here, and that was not popular at all.
Yeah.
That got closed down too.
Tim
No,
Hortons
but-
was terrible.
But what I'm
bro.
saying is like,
I wish
there's
they'd open
no
a
way.
Dunkin's up here.
That would be
Yeah, there's no way that Krispy Kreme in Eden Prairie didn't get business.
No, they're
I
popping.
don't
So
know.
like it
I
just
don't know.
confuses me why they shut
Maybe-
down. Maybe
maybe-
property tax or something. They
Probably
couldn't
the
afford to
property
stay
It
there
could be, yeah, that's a good
because
point.
they definitely got
Dude,
a lot of business.
if-
Krispy Kreme.
How much business do you think Dunkin' Donuts would get if they brought in a Eastern style Dunkin' Donuts with like when I came to visit you, Justin, where you literally walk in and you're like, hey, I want
I want
2 sugars, 1 cream.
Let me say it. So I would go in there. I'd just be like, "Hey, can I get a large iced coffee with 1 cream, 2 sugars?"
Yeah, dude. If you could do that, because you can't do that.
They
in
do
any-
it for you.
Any place in Minnesota, you cannot do that right now.
Yeah, you ask them to put
How-
it in. No, they still do that at Dunkin' even today, like
Yeah,
during
but-
it.
yeah,
and
but
like,
you have to-
When I came to Minnesota, I went to Caribou for the first time. I was like, "Hey, can I get a large iced coffee with 1 cream, 2 sugars?" And they just point. And they're like, "Oh, it's over there." I'm like,
Well,
"Oh, you're
thanks,
not gonna do it, lazy ass."
Yeah.
Were you weren't gonna give him a
Yes.
tip anyways, were you? Exactly. Yeah.
He goes.
Exactly.
Well, that's kind of the thing though too. I don't drink coffee to save my life, but I don't think I'd ever
Neither
like
do
tip
I.
a barista or whatever.
Barista, yeah.
Is that what it is? Yeah.
I think it's
don't know.
barista, is it?
Yeah, barista.
Dude, you know who
It's
makes
potato patata.
you know who
Potato
makes
potato. I
really
don't know
good
that.
coffee
Alright.
that you don't think
Dunn
of?
Brothers.
Panera Bread.
Panera
I've
Bread.
never gotten
I
a
can
coffee
see
from
it, I
Panera
can see
Bread.
They
it.
make.
I've heard that they have a membership thing.
Really good.
I've heard that
coffee,
they have a
bro.
membership thing that's a pretty good deal.
Here,
Do you guys-
I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna tell you exactly what I get. At least 2. Oh
You
shit.
should get that membership, dude.
So Josh, when you do get coffee, do you get it hot or iced?
Usually iced. I don't like hot coffee.
I only like hot coffee in the winter.
I get, dude, their
makes
Madagascar vanilla cream cold brew. Oh my fucking
Mm-hmm.
god, that shit is gas, bro.
there you go.
See, every time I go to Dunkin' back in the east, I always get iced coffee, 1 cream, 2 sugars with
Yep.
with a turbo shot.
I like the 2 cream, 2 sugars. I like that the best.
1 cream, 2 sugars.
I like the extra cream in there. You know what I'm saying?
You like the extra cream? That's just a preference. Like,
Yeah.
I don't
But that's why it's cool. You can do that out there. Whereas here, they're just like, If you want to put it in yourself, bitch.
Yeah, just
Well,
someone do a DoorDash for that coffee to 3019 West Division Street, St. Cloud, Minnesota, around 9 a.m. or so. What
Well,
time
I
again
went
work?
to
9
about
a.m.?
8 tomorrow.
8:30. All right, let's do 8:02 for delivery time.
I did go to the Dunkin' Donuts
Shut
in
Yeah, if you want to hook me up with some coffee, Gil and Chev at
I gave you the address,
805 Panera.
Zip code 560.
Madagascar vanilla cream, large preferably if you got it.
But I do agree
Grande.
with you. There was so when Tim Hortons closed, I saw a Facebook share of someone change.org starting a petition, open a Dunkin' Donuts in St. Cloud, Minnesota, and when I went to go sign it, it already had like 1,000 signatures. I was
Really?
like, you bet your damn ass I'm gonna sign this. That whole like if you look at the Tim Hortons in
it's
St.
probably-
Cloud,
yeah.
there's
only one.
They just shut it down. They haven't touched it. Like it still has the advertising on it. It
Yeah.
still looks like a brand new
It was,
building.
it was a money laundering scheme.
what was
Promise.
what was there before it was Tim Hortons? Was there even a building?
I don't
there?
think so. I think they fresh
right.
They
built.
built it. They ran it for 3 months.
there's,
the owners called the owners just changed the locks one morning. So the manager of the store,
Really?
I know my coworker at one time knew the manager of the store at
the
Tim
fuck?
Hortons down by the fucking stoplight by Coburn's, and yeah, he literally came into work and his key didn't work. So he called his boss, like the owner of the property manager, and hey, my key doesn't work. And he's like, yeah,
fuck?
we're not open anymore. Sorry,
What
you're
the
out of a job.
What a shittily managed place. What the hell? That's St. Cloud.
That's why
right
I
there.
definitely think there was
Some
something
kinda-
sus going on.
Some
'Cause
kind
there,
of scheme or
you think-
something.
you
there was a
it would've
couple of them that just shut down out of nowhere in Minnesota, right? The whole
Where?
area.
Tim Hortons?
Yeah.
You think it would have been a nice place too? Because like it's right behind the bank, like that TCF. You know, like hey, go do your bank shit. And go
I
get a
think-
coffee or something, bro.
I think it's a bad
It's a
location.
terrible location, bro.
Really?
You
I
can't
think
even
it'll be
see it.
decent.
You don't even know where it is.
By the time you
Unless
see
if
the
you're
sign,
coming
you
the
drive by
other
it.
way.
But then
Yeah,
you
it
still
is
have to.
definitely okay. Yeah, it definitely is a bitch to get to. I'll say.
Why
that
would you
for
go
sure.
there when Starbucks is right on Division? Dude, Starbucks is always popping in the morning, bro.
Yeah, true.
That's why I
I-
don't go to Starbucks, bro. It takes forever to get your shit if you go through the drive-thru.
Honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of Starbucks.
They're not bad.
I don't really care.
I love-
don't
Their
drink
iced coffee.
in
So-
general.
You know who's got some fire iced coffee? McDonald's.
Yeah.
McCafe, very
Dude,
good.
their
McCafe
iced
is
coffee
good, I'll
is
say that. I do like
gas,
that.
No,
bro.
I don't like coffee.
You
but I
guys
do
need
like
to
that.
try. You guys need to try Dunn Brothers in Coburn's. It's like
They have.
Coburn's
I've
brand.
been
It's
there.
Really good.
Yep, I go there every once in a while. They have really good iced coffee too.
Very.
Yep.
My roommate was actually a barista there, and like he hooked me up with a really
Barista.
good barista. Okay. And
Barista.
I was like saying I've never tried a Dunn Brothers coffee, and he made one. He's like, it's on the house. Just give me a beer later. I'm like, all right. And I tried it. I'm like, this is actually pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah. But the thing I like most about Dunkin' Donuts is that there's donuts right there. Like Starbucks doesn't have donuts.
No.
Caribou doesn't have
Yeah,
donuts.
I miss
Like,
Dunkin', bro. I
what
miss
is that?
Dunkin'.
True. Dude, I figured everyone
get
signed that
one.
petition because of TikTok, bro. Because fucking Charlie has her own TikTok drink on the Dunkin' menu. You see it?
Yeah,
it's literally called the Charlie.
Dude, I didn't even know
Jesus
that. I didn't even know that there wasn't Dunkin' in other places. Like, cause in Maine, there's a Dunkin' in like every town. It doesn't matter
Yep.
how small the town is. There's a Dunkin' Donuts in
really?
that town.
There's
dude.
3 Dunkin' Donuts in my town in Connecticut
I know, bro.
alone.
It's everywhere on the
Yeah.
East
So
Coast.
there-
I
there
thought
is
it was
one in
a
Mall
national
America.
brand.
There is one in the
I
Mall
know
of
there's
America.
some in the cities. I know there's some
Multiple
in
in
the cities.
Mankato.
There's one in New Hope. They just opened up 2 in Mankato. There's one in Duluth.
Yeah,
I mean,
dude.
you know what they say? America runs on Dunkin', baby.
That's
Of
what I'm
course,
saying. That's what I thought. I thought it was a
except
national
Except
thing.
in St. Cloud.
No, it
shit,
isn't.
We don't
Yeah,
run on
apparently
Dunkin'.
not. That's what I thought when I came here. Though,
Well, it's
yeah.
the same thing. Caribou isn't a thing really
Yeah,
around the
I didn't
country.
even know. I
Except
didn't
in-
know
Caribou's pretty
existed.
gas, bro.
No, exact. My dad actually told me this.
Oh, yeah?
I told him like, yeah, we have Caribou. He said there's one in New Haven.
Dude,
Oh,
their
I've
their
never
white
even heard of
chocolate
Caribou,
mochas
yeah.
are fucking
Oh yeah,
flame,
that's
bro.
good. But other than that, really nothing because, like I said, I love a coffee shop that has donuts.
Yeah, Dunkin' is the way to go. I've had Dunkin' forever. I think the last time I had Dunkin' was when I went to a convention with Ron and Manny. That was
Do you know,
almost 3 years ago.
Do you know Bruegger's Bagels?
Burgers is
Burgers,
amazing.
Burgers.
I think I had-
Bagels.
Yeah, I've heard of it. Definitely.
We have one in Eden Prairie.
You do?
Yeah. Yeah, that place is
So
fire, bro. I used to
good.
go there. It was 3 blocks from my high school. So if I drove in to school a little bit early, I'd always stop and grab a bagel.
What was your go-to?
Always any bagel I've ever gotten, my go-to is the cheese ones. The one with the little bit of cheese sprinkled on top and they bake it with the bagel.
Yeah.
What is that one called? The
Cheesy bagel.
no. It's like the. You know what I'm talking about, though, Justin, right?
Yeah, I am looking at a map right now of Dunkin' Donuts around the country. According to this map, there are no Dunkin' Donuts in Oregon, Washington, Idaho, Montana,
North or South
Dakota, and South Dakota.
Yeah.
Wow.
Damn.
And there's one in Alaska
What
at
the fuck?
at like, you know how Alaska goes like that?
Yeah.
At the very end of it. I didn't even know there was
At where? Where would you call that?
the tip.
At the tip?
At the tip.
The little tip or the big tip?
To me, that looks like a tiny tip.
Dude, you know what would be really funny though is if it was like in the middle of Alaska and like you get stranded in Alaska and the one place you can find is this
Is a
Dunkin'
Dunkin'
Donuts
Donuts.
in the middle of Alaska.
It's like if you put it in the Everglades of Florida
I
in the
don't
middle.
think that there's one there. Like, I don't think there's a town there.
I don't know what it is.
I don't know, because Alaska's just mostly nothing.
Yeah,
Man.
maybe it's like a boat stop. It's
Grab
like
a
somewhere
Puerto
you
Rico.
stop with your fishing
be,
boat.
I guess.
Pick up some Dunkin', bro, for your fishing boat.
Trent's been sitting here. He's been waiting, bro. He's been anxious, bro. He's had this
What do you
page
wanna
up
talk about, Trent?
for 3 minutes, bro. He wants to talk about the daily talk, the stock talk, the daily talk, bro. He's been in on these stock talks. He's been in on the Bitcoin. He's been in on the up and up. We told you last Thursday to buy on the dip. What did you do? You probably sat there and thought we were
Probably
full
didn't
of
even
shit.
listen to our podcast.
You probably
and now you
didn't
are.
even listen to shit.
And you're fucking
now you're
pissed.
listening. Now you're like, holy shit, these guys know what they're talking about because they bought on the dip and they just made some fucking paper.
We will tell you when the dip is. Don't buy it right now. That's all I'm saying, because we went up, baby.
Right now, this is not the dip, bro.
Nah,
It's
bro.
at 58 is what Bitcoin's at. I best believe it's
We're at-
going to hit 60.
Bro, we're at
definitely gonna be
58.8.
60.
It was just at 59.9 a second ago. I mean, hey man, people always buy sell. That's how the game works, you know. We're up almost $1,500 on today, almost 3% above. This week we're back up over $4,000 for Bitcoin.
Yeah.
We were, you know, I told you guys, you know, we were
Buy
really
the
feeling
dip,
it.
baby.
We were really
Buy the dip.
I was feeling real sad at 52,000. It went down to 50,000. Put a little bit more in there. I had to buy
And
the
now
dip,
you're
bro.
up.
Now we're up. We're up almost over $20 right now, and
Yeah.
I'm well over 200. I'm just hit my $200 mark right now. So I had put in about $60 since
Buy the
our
dip,
first
baby.
$100 buy. But you know,
good shit,
we're riding that, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
On the other hand, Roblox has not done that well.
I did not go in on
It's gonna
Roblox
take time.
because
It's gonna
I do
take
not
time.
believe in Roblox.
I think
I
it's
believe in
going on.
Roblox, but it's gonna take time. It's not something that's gonna happen in the short term.
Yep, you need to look at Roblox very soon here because it evens out right now at about 70. It's down to 65 right now. It's
Ooh.
definitely something to check out. Definitely something to look at. Maybe the dip you're looking
65,
for.
honestly,
but-
it might be a decent spot to buy. Honestly.
But you know what is a good buy? Fucking Zomedica. I brought it back a bunch of podcasts back. I don't even know how many
Is she still
podcasts
going?
back.
She's still going?
It's up today, but you know what I'm gonna say is that their groundbreaking product gets launched at the beginning of this upcoming month. When that happens, that bitch is gonna spike.
Hell
Think
yeah.
so?
Zomedica, what
That
is the
bitch is gonna spike.
what's the tag for Zomedica? Do you know?
ZOM, baby.
ZOM, got it. Just want to make sure everybody has that out there. And then, well, to bring it back to Bitcoin too, like Bitcoin also has some news going on as well. So PayPal, they just announced today that they're gonna start figuring out online payments for the like 26 merchants that they work with. So like eBay, you know, all those companies that they have
Oh,
deals
yep.
with. PayPal is going to set up a service where they will do the transfer of currency for when you might want to buy something themselves. So if you have Bitcoin, you can buy something, and they will transfer it to the fiat currency that you want to buy in, like USD, you know, GBP, whatever. And they'll do the transfer for you, so that way you can buy whatever you want with your Bitcoin.
Nice.
It just does it'll just liquidate into actual cash for you.
Liquidate into actual cash for the merchant that wants that wants the money, you know, the currency.
Weird. So that was my question that I was kind of thinking too. Are they just gonna keep the cryptocurrency themselves and just give you their cash? You know what I mean? And just
I don't
ride
know,
the
yeah.
wave themselves and
Maybe
just take
could
it?
be. Yeah, it doesn't really go into detail. It says so customers who hold Bitcoin, either Bitcoin Cash and Litecoin, Bitcoin Ether, Bitcoin Cash, or Litecoin in PayPal digital wallets will now be able to convert their holdings to fiat currencies at checkout to make purchases. So they're working on this right now. They're trying to get to the 29 million merchants that they work with. They're only starting with some, I believe, right now, and then they're going to get all the way to all 29 million merchants that they work with.
Damn. Which is a shit ton. 29 million people are doing it?
Yeah, and so what they say is this is the first time you can seamlessly use cryptocurrency in the same way as a credit card or a debit card inside your PayPal wallet, which is pretty nuts.
That is interesting.
That is crazy,
It
dude.
kind of brings a whole new game to all of it.
All of it, bro. And that's all it's doing, bro. Is it's bringing a whole new game. It's bringing a whole new live wire.
Have you watched Dogecoin at all? Because I have honestly not. But I just was looking at it again today, or thinking about it, I should say. Like I didn't even look at it, but I was thinking about it today. I'm like, okay, do I go back to that shit or what? But the thing is, they can make more Dogecoin at any possible time. They can just say, oh, we're gonna make whatever, two more billion Dogecoin just because we want to.
Yeah.
Like-
Why wouldn't you want to? If you can, you can, dude. But that
The
shit's
problem
such
is-
a meme, bro.
So Bitcoin, that's the thing. They just started it because and said, oh, let's just make it and whatever. You just got to make it and whatever. But
sorry, we're having a little bit of technical difficulties right now.
you pull.
Just pull.
My wrist is fucked up.
There you go.
on a rat last night.
You stepped on a rat last night.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Click the fucking button and pull it out like a man, bro.
happening.
But okay, so Dogecoin.
Justin, do you want to help this man out? He doesn't know what the fuck he's doing.
It's not clicking.
What'd you do?
This thing, right?
Yeah.
I'm clicking it. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, it's all good. We're having a little bit of technical difficulties. It happens every once in a while.
While we get that fixed, just everyone, the Final Four is
Yeah, keep
approaching
going.
on us. We have Baylor, Houston, who both made it,
There we go.
and they will be facing off in the next couple of weeks, I'm pretty sure. And Gonzaga just made it very recently, and as of now, Michigan and number 11th ranked UCLA are battling it out for the final spot in the Final Four that will take place at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, Indiana. And a lot of things that people don't understand about these brackets is that nobody in the history of March Madness has ever picked a perfect bracket. It's one of the most
Is it close
impossible-
now?
Close what?
How are people close?
So I was actually just checking on my...
How many people have a chance to pick that perfect bracket?
No, all perfect brackets were gone.
They're gone.
They're gone.
Done.
A lot of people's
Dude,
brackets...
a lot of, I think it was like 70% of people's brackets were gone on the first day already.
way
If
more.
not more than that.
Well,
Like,
Way
it
more
was
than that
Ohio
because
State, wasn't
Ohio
Yeah,
State is the
that
one
was the
that
big one.
busted everybody's
that was the big
bracket.
one. Yeah.
And
Once I heard they lost, I heard 70-80% of brackets donezo.
And so my bracket actually...
No one saw that.
So my bracket right now, I've picked 3 of the 4 Final Four correct, and that's the best I'll get because I predicted BYU.
it? Did they lose?
Yeah, they lost right away to UCLA. Like, I thought they were going to go pretty far because if it's one thing I've really learned from the brackets is you can't really rely on the number 1 seed to always make it.
No.
That's why I predicted in the second round Loyola Chicago upsetting Illinois because I was like, since when is the Illinois Fighting Illini good at basketball? What makes them number 1 ranked? So I was like, yeah, Loyola Chicago's going to upset them, and they beat them by 13 points. Or
Jesus
wait,
Christ.
11.
Just
Yeah.
obnoxious.
Yeah, and I also predicted Oregon State upsetting Tennessee. And a lot of people did think that people really saw Oklahoma as a dark horse to kind of make it an upset Gonzaga. But yeah, these brackets, until it'll be one day when someone finally does pick a perfect bracket. There was a couple years back when a person was like, I know I got this perfect bracket right, and then UMBC, a 16 seed, beat number 1 Virginia.
Yep.
And it wasn't even close.
That's
He
the
beat
thing
like
that happened
20
this year.
points.
Really? That's the thing when that happened this year too. I mean, and you could pick the 15 seed to beat the first seed, but
Second, but
but exactly,
Yeah, but
for example, but yeah, I mean,
it-
the odds of it actually happening anyways is pretty.
How much do you think
pretty slim
you'd
and,
make if you got a perfect bracket?
if you got a perfect bracket, oh
Ton.
my goodness.
You'd probably be the rich. You'd probably be
could make
richer
a
than
lot of
Elon,
money.
bro.
And people would
No,
like
I don't
ask
know
you,
that.
what is
Let's
your
calm down.
what is your secret? How much basketball do you watch?
None.
And I watched a video before this all started, and the person who got closest to picking a perfect bracket doesn't even watch college basketball. He just like went into it and he's just like, just pick who you think's gonna win. And
how many different possibilities are there? A shit ton. Of that,
do you want to get actual numbers? So you want to do, so there's 64 teams. If you want to see all the possibilities, you have to go 64 times 63 times 62 times 61 times 60 all the way down to 1.
Yep.
And that's how many possibilities you're going to get. It's something sextillion.
I wouldn't even doubt it. Yeah.
Jesus
All right.
Christ.
It's 9223337203685477580 whatever that is. 2 to the 63rd power.
That's
nice.
I think
That's the possible
sextillion.
outcomes for the bracket.
Yeah, that's
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 tillion, 9 sextillion opportunities.
Yeah, and
possible outcomes. So that's nuts. So you can make 9 trillion brackets. That's what I'm saying. You could, because really you could make 50 brackets, but
That's-
at the same time you're still never gonna get it right.
That's how many.
True.
That's how many different scenarios that can happen. That's not
Correct,
that's not the
yes.
odds of picking a perfect bracket. So the most, for those of you who don't know, the most unlikely thing to ever happen to you in the world with the worst odds ever is to take a 52 card deck of cards, shuffle it, and get the exact same deck of cards you got before you shuffled it.
That makes sense.
Like, if you think about it, there's so many possibilities to it that when you shuffle a deck of cards, it's likely that deck of cards has never been seen in the history of card games. It's crazy. But to finish off Final Four, since we gave you the upcoming Final Four for the men's, this is the Final Four for the women's. It will be South Carolina. They'll be facing the winner of Stanford and Louisville. And Louisville is up right now, 45-35 against Stanford with 5:20 left in the third. And in the other Final Four will be the University of Connecticut versus Arizona. I'm pulling for my Huskies right now.
Yeah.
The greatest basketball program in women's history, hands
Okay.
down.
Besides the links, but that's fine.
College.
Oh,
Calm down there, Shen. Calm down there,
yeah.
Shen.
I thought you were talking bad.
Hey,
I
we
thought you were
gave-
talking bad about Lindsay Whalen.
The
I had to get
Links- Talking about
defensive.
March
real
Madness.
quick.
Hey,
bro.
UConn gave the Lynx my amor.
Yeah.
Back when Gino Orienum, he's so I was looking this up last night. The most college wins by a coach belongs to Coach K from Duke. He has like upwards of 1,370, and Gino Orienum, the coach of the women's basketball team at UConn, is not too far behind him. And Coach K has been coaching for a very long
yeah.
time.
Oh, yeah.
He's like 70-something years old, and he doesn't have a single gray hair.
Dude's a monster.
I want to know if he dyes his hair or if it's just natural, because I was reading articles and he just says, oh, it's just good genetics. Like 70-something years old and you don't have a single gray hair.
What the hell? That is a good point.
That's
No.
crazy. But I'm not really a basketball fan. The only time I really pay attention is during March Madness, because that's the best time to watch basketball.
Yep.
It's
Yeah, shit, I feel
where
that.
you see, my reason for not liking the NBA is because you can kind of go in and predict what's going to happen in the season, because it doesn't really matter about the young talent. If you just have the big names, the superstars, you're going to win. Like, that's how you can predict, like, the Lakers. You can always
The
predict,
NBA
like,
playoffs is fucking lit, though, bro. Except for this last
Bro.
year. This last year is garbage, but...
But
you
you- but-
heard LeBron? LeBron's out for 4 to 5 weeks.
Yep.
good.
What happened?
High ankle.
Yeah.
Damn.
I do
son.
not like that guy.
They initially thought it might be for most, if not all, of this season, but it does look like he's going to come back towards the end. I don't know how long the season goes.
for a long fucking time.
It's still for a while yet? Okay, because I saw Melo too. Saw Melo is
Who's Melo with?
Melo just got signed.
He's
with,
washed up, bro.
He's not with the Knicks anymore, is he?
No, the rookie.
Oh yeah,
LaMelo
LaMelo.
Ball.
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry,
Not
no,
Melo,
not the
bro.
yeah, love Melo.
They're saying
love
Carmelo.
Let me find what injury
Yeah,
it
he
was.
just
but
got hurt.
I know he just got an MRI, and they checked it out to see, how long he's projected to be out for and stuff like that. There's no official word now, but he did fracture his right wrist, which in basketball is kind of a
important.
bummer,
which-
bro. Yeah, it's
You know
kind
which
of a bummer.
You know which NBA legend?
Especially if you're right-handed.
You know which NBA legend? He's won a title, but his career was kind of wasted with one team.
Shaq. Oh no.
Kevin Garnett.
KG, that is true.
KG's
though.
a beast, bro.
He was a beast, but
He won it with Boston, baby.
he did in 2008 when they
That was a
made
lit
those big
playoff
trades.
run.
They got Ray Allen,
That was
Kevin
such a good
Garnett, and Paul
playoff run.
Pierce, the big three. They had Big Baby, Kendrick Perkins.
Big Baby was a beast, bro. I love
Yeah.
that guy.
I don't know. I don't really know shit about basketball. But I think I read something earlier today actually about Russell Westbrook. Didn't he pull some pretty good numbers the other night? I believe.
He did. I was in the gym today, and I saw something like people weren't like really like putting much respect on Russell Westbrook's name.
Yeah, he's always one of the players I've always personally really liked.
I'm just not a fan of the NBA, really.
I really don't know much, but like he's one of the players I like at least.
Yeah.
I haven't kept on it that much.
Yeah.
Kept up on
Speaking
NBA,
of the
but-
NBA, have you guys seen these new Satan shoes that they just came out with?
I mean, that's not really a Q-tip.
What
What?
in the actual fuck?
Q-tip's making a drink with ice. Q-tip's filling his drink with no ice. I
What?
mean, come on, dude.
Whoa, what do you mean?
You're always doing
Dude, making
something,
noise this
bro.
whole goddamn podcast.
Whoa.
I don't know
bro.
what happened, dude. I literally don't know what happened.
You see the Satan shoes?
Those
Dude,
are Nike
okay,
too?
Can we quit
Yeah,
bringing up
Nike.
Satan because Q-tip's beard just almost exploded
Yeah,
from
I think
Satan,
that's
bro.
the effect
right
of
now.
Satan.
That's what it is.
Jesus.
Made with an actual drop of human
is what I
blood.
heard,
Did you see
right?
these
Yeah.
two?
Yeah.
So
It's pretty crazy.
That's crazy.
so
Lil Nas.
Lil Nas X, and it's actually Mischief is what it's called. Mischief is like it's like a group of people. I don't know if do you have their app or no?
No.
I have their app. Do you?
See,
yeah.
I
Now
really-
keep just washing his hands. Like, dude, come on. Could
See,
you just
I
like
thought-
shut up for 2 minutes?
After I didn't think that Nike was gonna like come out with anything big for the next couple years after that disaster they had with Zion during the Duke North Carolina game where he like
Bro.
at the beginning of the game went to go like do like a cross step and his foot went through the entire shoe.
Oh, God.
And the Nike stock just went down
Oh, yeah,
right
bro.
after
Bro.
that. It
I
wasn't
should-
even 20 seconds in the game.
Yeah. Which is true if you're making a shoe for an athlete like that, like shit, you know what I mean?
And it's
but this
goes
wasn't a
quick.
basketball shoe. This was
it was a basketball shoe.
No, sorry, I'm talking about the Lil Nas one. That one was.
Wait,
yeah,
they're not
obviously.
basketball shoes?
No, the Lil Nas shoe is actually it's a remake of what shoe is it? It's the Nike Air Max 97s.
Yep.
It's a remake of them. So Lil Nas partnered with this company called Mischief, is what it is. It's like a meme app. Every month they come up with just random things, like it just funny shit for no reason kind of thing, and they only make so many. It's kind of like Supreme, but it's more on like a meme standpoint. Like they've made fake Netflix ads and fake different
yeah.
browser
Yeah.
shit and stuff like that too. But they've even made like real they're like Birkenstock shoes, you know. And they made them out of like real Birkin bags that are I don't know how fucking much, but the shoes were $76,000
So,
per pair of Birks at that point.
I'm reading this
But
right
these,
now.
yeah. So these little Nas, they call them Satan shoes, sold out in less than a minute for $1,018.
So I'm reading this right now online.
They're gonna
Right
get
after
scalped.
right after these came out and were posted on Twitter, Trevor Lawrence went on Twitter and he tweeted out, retweeting it and saying line has to be drawn somewhere. SMH. Like
Yeah.
he's
So everyone is like,
Oh, yeah, they're just being
Nike,
stupid about it.
Why would Nike make a Satan shoe, bro? Why would Nike worship the devil, bro? These are remakes, bro.
Yeah.
This is not sponsored by my Nike. This has nothing to do with Nike. These are remade
the
custom
Nike
shoes.
logos on it.
Yes, they're Nike Air Max 97s that are remade.
Yep.
You just said it has nothing to do with Nike, but it has the logo on it.
I know. So people remake shoes all the time. There's custom art, and you can literally send a Nike shoe to people and get them custom made.
I guess I do have a pair of
That's what it
Reebok
is.
pumps.
Well, that's totally different because Reebok actually made those. But this isn't. Yeah, like I said, Nike made the all black shoe. This company took it in. They made 666 of them exactly. So every shoe, they're all black and they got a red sole on the bottom with red liquid on the bottom. They look pretty tits.
They look
bro.
pretty dope.
They look pretty tits. Dope, yeah. But for over $1,000, nah, I'm good.
Oh, they're about to get scalped really hard. They're probably gonna be like $3,000.
They're gonna be at least 10,000 with all this
10,000,
news and
yeah.
shit.
Oh,
Bro.
yeah.
Because everyone's hating on Nike for it and shit. But every on the back, it's got the 666 number on it.
Yeah.
And it has a slash, and it's got which number it is.
Yeah.
So if you have the
that's
one
dope.
of
That's
666, you have the first edition. You know what I mean? Or
Yeah.
you have
that's
665, you got the second to last one, which is whatever. But that has that shit on every shoe because every shoe was hand custom made with mischief workers' drop of blood in the sole of the shoes.
What the hell?
Every single shoe has a person's blood in that.
Whose blood?
The workers, the mischief workers that customize.
So they
them.
just
They
prick
put a
themselves and put 'em-
Yep.
Damn.
is
Yep.
crazy.
That's how the story goes, and it's definitely confirmed by I've watched ABC News as well. They definitely covered
Yeah,
this
that's
too,
funny.
and it's actually
Yeah.
in their like what do you want to say shoe ingredients? Like there's an actual list that they give
it's
with you.
ridiculous. It's ridiculous with the whole Little Nas thing.
Wait, what is
like people have
this?
been tweeting about it. Tons of people. I saw Jordan Lucas. He tweeted about it last night, and he said like, "Well, like I understand Little Nas X can do what he wants as an artist, but like he said the stupidest thing I think.
Yeah.
He said, well, like a lot of Little Nas X's fan base is kids because of Old Town Road, but
Which is true.
But Old Town Road is not a kid song. It has never been a kid song. It talks about drinking lean. It talks about boobies. It talks about cheating on people. Like that's not a kid song at all, dude.
That's
I'm
fair.
also seeing greatest mixed martial artist of all time, John Jones, who lost it over Lil Nas' Satan shoes, tweeting out, "Tomorrow morning I'm gonna burn all my Nike shoes. You will never
my
catch me in
God.
that shit again."
Yeah,
Well-
and that's why Nike is suing this Mischief brand. So it's a collab with Lil Nas and this Mischief brand because they also put verses like Luke 10:18, which says, "I saw Satan fall like lightning from a beacon."
Yeah,
on the side
it's
of the
about the
shoe,
fall of
a
Satan,
verse,
yeah.
exactly.
Yep.
So basically, Nike is like, all right, we're suing you, Mischief, because still our logo. You guys have blown this up
that's
that
where it
much
gets- that's where it gets a
that
very
we don't want to be
interesting
associated
area.
with it.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're trying to separate themselves from that for the exact reason that you actually brought up, because you Googled the shoe, looked it up, and saw the Nike symbol.
Yeah.
Damn,
Well-
what the fuck? Nike's got blood in their shoes now? Like,
Yeah,
that's the
because
first reaction.
The thing with Trevor Lawrence is like, I didn't know that he was very religious. It says it conflicts with his religious views. I don't know his religious views. And John Jones has a tattoo across his chest. It's the tattoo says, hold on, I have it right here. It's Phil. I don't know if I'm gonna pronounce this right.
Philippines. I don't know.
Philippines
13.
413. Yeah, I don't know if I pronounced that right. I apologize if I didn't. Don't really know much about Bible terms and all that.
No.
So,
That's okay. That's okay.
but like he has it tattooed across his chest, and like when you have a Bible verse across your chest, you are definitely very religious.
Oh, yeah.
and
Oh, yeah, for
I
sure.
can see how
It's a good assumption.
I could see how Catholics, hardcore Christians, could get offended by this.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And speaking of getting offended and across the chest, and
They're in my phone.
tossing shit into the sidewall. Have you? Everybody's heard about
Have
it.
you ever
I'm not
gotten
even
stuck
gonna
in a
ask.
wall, bro?
I'm not even gonna ask if you've seen this, but what in the fuck gets? How in the halibut do you get your goddamn ship stuck in a fucking canal?
Bro, let's wait. Hold on. Oh, this was a wrong turn. Let me take a quick U-turn. Oh, well, we're stuck. Bro, who the fuck decided to do that?
When your ship's longer than the canal is wide.
That's exactly
What
what
in
happened.
the
That's a good point, though. I never thought about that.
Do you know how that even happened? I don't even know why.
You were telling me it was a sandstorm.
There was a dust storm that came through, and I guess the wording is that they couldn't see where the fucking canal was. But
Jesus Christ.
goddamn, you're a fucking ship. Your whole job is to see the fucking
Yeah, you should
water.
know. You should have like radar and shit. You would think. Yeah, that's a good point, though. I never thought about that, too. It was like, I never realized that we've probably been sending, like, ships that are way bigger than the canal, like, it's long for years and years now, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I'm sure.
It's never been, like, a thought process that we've had, so it's something that we've never considered, definitely.
And of course, the ships are getting bigger as we need to
As
ship
time
more
goes
and
on,
more
yeah.
and more and more and more and more across, different continents and seas and whatever. I mean, I think 20% of international trade goes through the canal.
Oh, yeah.
But
Tons of trade.
while it was blocked, we were talking on the way here.
7.5% of the world's trade goes through the
7%?
Suez
Yeah,
Canal.
Shit.
There you go.
7.5, yeah.
But some companies, or not some companies, some boats decided to throw the anchor out and was like, all right, we'll just wait this out
Yeah,
for a
let's
couple
wait it
days.
out, but it took forever.
And other companies went all the way around the old
Yeah,
way.
that's like the old fucking trade route that
takes 2
existed
weeks.
hundreds of years before that.
It takes 2 weeks
Well,
longer.
if you think that's bad, that's not the first time that the Suez Canal experienced like a stoppage. Back in
really? I didn't know
back
that.
in 1967, there was a 6-day war between Israel and Egypt that while ships were going through it shut down the canal, and there were 15 ships that were trapped in the canal, and the ships didn't get out of the canal until 1975.
Oh, fuck.
During the Yom Kippur War, when the blockage was lifted. Like, that was the
crazy.
worst traffic jam of all time.
Well, and because the
Other
canal
than
was
France
made
Ave,
France Ave.
France Avenue in the Twin Cities.
Yeah, I'm not from around here, so I don't know.
You're not from around here. Where are you from?
Yeah, where you from?
That's not where I'm from.
Where you from?
Where
Where you from?
Yeah.
Hartford, Connecticut, 860, baby.
And from what I read too, even though we did fix this though, like it fucked up a ton of things because like stuff has expired too.
Do you have any penis?
Goddamn.
Do you have teepee?
Like food and stuff or what?
Well, yeah, like stuff has expired. Stuff has been like wasn't delivered on time.
Oh,
and, like,
yeah.
Also, stuff was supposed to go out like when other ships have already reached their destination. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So like it's fucked up a bunch of like shipping tables basically.
Yeah, I actually
So it'll take months for that to like go back to normal.
I was looking at Random Ass Podcast today because I ran out of my normal playlist because I don't know, one of the podcasts I listened to didn't put anything out this week. And anyways, Q-Tip, if you're just gonna keep making fucking noise all podcast, we're just gonna title this "Q-Tip Cannot Shut the Fuck Up." That's what we're gonna title.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I'm using a new mic. I'm not used to it.
Oh yeah, that's why. Because you did put it on a coaster. Usually glass on glass doesn't work, but you just slammed on a coaster and it still made that sound. But anyways, because we were talking about when the canal opened. It opened in 1869,
Yes.
which is stupid
That's what
old,
she
dude.
said.
That's stupid old.
Yeah, it's super old.
That's like
Is
that's
it
like,
old? Is it older than the Panama Canal?
I don't know. That's like it's over 150 years old. This is for sure. I have no idea when the Panama Canal was made. Let me see if I can
Look it up,
on some-
bitch.
The Panama Canal, I think that's actually older.
Yeah, and
Or
when
that's younger. I
when the
believe.
Suez Canal was blocked, all like the shipping routes they had to bypass. They couldn't bypass through the canal, so they had to go around all the way down
1914.
the southern coast of
the
Africa.
Panama Canal is much later.
Yeah, it opened in 1914.
Yeah, that's during Roosevelt's term. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, the Panama Canal is actually kind of crazy because
That
like
was during Roosevelt.
yeah, it's that old.
Wait,
yeah.
what year?
The Panama Canal was 1914.
1914. Woodrow Wilson was president.
It was after.
Whoa.
It was, I think Roosevelt came into
Whoa,
it while
I
it
was
was being
gonna
built.
say-
Roosevelt came into it while it was being built. My bad.
It doesn't take
Probably. Yep.
The
It was-
Suez Canal
it
took
probably
over 30
started when
years to
Roosevelt
make.
was yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because I remember like I was learning about it like U.S. history class
Because it went
and they were
because it
talking about-
went Roosevelt, Taft, Harding, and then Wilson.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, and so while they were like building the canal, they had a bunch of mosquitoes and it was nasty there, and they were filling in the fucking I believe it was the swamps. They were filling them in with I'm not sure, I forget what it was exactly, but it was like oil. Like they were literally filling in the swamps to kill the mosquitoes. It was bad.
Man,
bro.
was this Franklin D? Roosevelt?
No,
Or
no,
was
Teddy.
This is the
Teddy is
good
World-
old North Dakota Teddy, huh?
FDR is World War II.
Did you know that?
Yeah, they're related,
Bro,
like
fun.
distant
Yeah,
relatives.
they're related.
Fun fact:
Yeah,
Did
sure.
you know that the teddy bear was actually named after
Yes, I knew that.
Theodore Roosevelt?
Yep, I knew that.
Wants to go to North Dakota and Medora. You will experience all of that, Justin. You will experience
Yeah, I
all
know
of
the Theodore Roosevelt National Park. I can't wait to see it.
It's so fun. I would almost drive up there with you.
Yeah, it's a great time.
You definitely have not been.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Me and Justin are going to the Medora musical. You're coming with, and we're gonna check out some buffaloes.
Are we gonna tip
All right.
them?
We'll see.
Depends how far the campsite is.
I found an article today. So it has been official. It is almost coming up in the next week. 20 years since FBI's 10 most wanted Robert William Fisher has been missing since committing a very heinous crime, and the FBI is still seeking him today with a $100,000 reward resulting in his arrest.
If you find him, tell us, and then we'll split the reward.
Email us at betrecords@gmail.com.
For those of you who don't know, Robert Fisher
Split
is
it.
wanted for the killing of his wife and 10-year-old and 12-year-old daughter and son, and then rigging the house to explode in Scottsdale, Arizona. And 10
How
days
recent
later,
was this?
2001, April
Oh,
10th,
damn.
2001 is when the house blew up. And on April 20th, his wife's car was found in the Tonto National Forest. in Tonto National Forest in Arizona, with his fingerprint on a coffee cup, proving that he committed the murder.
Shit.
He tried to cover up the murder by blowing up the house, trying to burn away any evidence.
Yep.
The last
Smart man.
the last picture of him was him being pictured at an ATM taking out $280 and then never being seen again until his car was discovered. No trace of him has ever been found, and he has been on the FBI's 10 most wanted list since
crazy.
2002.
Wow.
Fuck.
For those of you, what to look out for him, he is around 5'11". He walks with a very, very erect posture and has surgical.
How erect?
I don't know. I know since a guy.
Why is that the
Let
word?
me finish.
Yeah,
Let me
why
finish.
is that the word?
And he has surgical scars on his back
Okay.
from a back surgery that he had in the Navy, which is why he has back pain.
So if you're getting
He
piped by a
chews
guy with
tobacco very heavily and prefers the Copenhagen brands.
All right.
And
If you're,
so here's what you can do. He's around mid-50s now, and there's one thing you need to know about fugitives is they can change their physical appearance all they want. Your personality will never change.
Yep.
You need to look out for a very arrogant, controlling person. This guy's a scumbag, and he needs to be caught.
So you're,
What
if,
he
if
did
you
with his
see
crime.
if you see a fuckboy with scars on his back, that's who it is.
Josh,
okay.
let me see your back. Josh, let me see your back.
No. Shit, they're on to me.
Robert William Fisher is considered armed and extremely dangerous. So if you think you see him, try not to approach him, or else
Yeah.
you'll get a bullet in your fucking
Don't
head.
approach him. Definitely email us first at betrecords@2t's
unless you're getting piped, then it's
Email
too
us
late.
and we'll go to the FBI and claim the money. You won't get anything.
No. I told him to split it. I told
We'll
him
do
to
a
split
big
it.
giveaway. We'll do a big giveaway.
Yeah. We'll give you away. So just email us and we'll give you away on our
And if Robert Fisher is listening to this, we're coming for you.
We're coming, baby. We're coming all night long, baby.
We're coming all night and every morning. Definitely make sure you follow us on everywhere. Spotify, YouTube, every morning, Wednesday, Friday. Check the podcast out. You know what's up. We always have a good time. Hope you guys do as well listening. We'll see you guys next time.
Peace.
I like how she move it. I like how she move it. I got that new whip. Jose the dude trip. I like how she move it. I like how she move it.